Welcome everyone to the 5th episode of PBJenesis, the battle for peanut butter and jelly. My name is Adam Kahmann from Kahmann Gaming, Games for Good. In the previous episode, we had El Cristianes versus Lennox, and Lennox came out the victor. This episode, we will start round 2 of the tournament. Our first match of round 2 will be between JB and Zuffle. And since we already know both of these contestants, let's get started, everyone. It's time for the second round of contestants. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. Once again, on the left, we have the zesty and zany Zuffle. And on the right, we have the jazzy and jaunty JB. So that's a disclaimer of this video, guys. As you notice, the video looks a lot shorter than the other ones, and that's because the second match of this game wasn't recorded, so unfortunately we lost it. However, notice I said second match, so the person who won this match actually won both of these matches. So today we're gonna have a short video. It's not that long of a match, and we'll see. So right now, both contestants are just building some banks there. And yeah, it's basically how every match starts. So my question for you guys today, and you can put in the comments below, what is your favorite video game of all time? What game do you enjoy playing? What game has a special moment for you in your childhood? Or generally, what's your favorite video game? Me personally, it's The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I know I'm so original, but honestly, that game has had a huge influence on my life. Yeah, it's not perfect. I think if I was a critic, there's definitely games better than it, but I personally love it. It has a huge influence on me. So without further ado, let's get on to the battle. So Zuffle there, he just built a wall of bread and cannons, and he's consistently building more banks, and all it's going to take is just a couple of players to get through there. And wow, Zuffle was going out there. Normally he doesn't go out. He's the type of player who just stays in the back, but now he's just getting more, but he's just giving JB more money. So who do you think's going to win, guys? Zuffle or JB? It's the second round. Both of these contestants have made it past at least one person before. But if you look at Zuffle's money supply, it is so high. Compare that to JB's, a lot lower. So definitely right now Zuffle has the advantage. And he's just building more banks because JB's not being that offensive right now. So I don't know, guys. We will see what's going to happen. They're both just trying to get their bases set up. Oh boy. I mean, it's being pretty slow, nothing too crazy happening right now, but I really do think Zuffle has advantage because he has more banks set up. No people's built too many troops, and like, yes, JB just started attempting to attack with flies, but flies, you gotta know when to use flies. You have to get them, as I said multiple times before, you need to put them in big numbers. See, I think Splares would do really well in the top right section of Zuffle's base, and also JB's very vulnerable against Splares right now. And he's building a bunch of cannons. This is good. Claim some spots, but all it's going to take is a couple of Splares to kill those cannons. Oh, and now he's building some Splares. There we go, JB. Now look at this. Right side is not well defended at all, and both sides have a lot of money, but now JB's building some factory units. But I would say Zuffle is the biggest economy right now. And Zuffle has got some gas cannons there, which is going to keep him very well defended. The right side is definitely the most vulnerable for Zuffle. And oh look, he sent a garden gnome. Now there's a big hole in his defense, and see, the best thing for garden gnomes, you gotta capitalize on your attack after doing it. Otherwise, your opponent's just gonna rebuild the base, and that was really close, guys. Zuffle almost got hit by that gas bullet. The gas itself doesn't hurt the captain, but the bullet does. Just so you know, with the gas cannon. So when you use them, if you're in your own games, you can do that. Yeah, Zuffle's just slowly building up his base. Zuffle, I notice he's a much more of a conservative player, but is very good at building up his defenses and slowly advancing forward. JB, like, it's a little bit more well-rounded. He's kind of a mix of being offensive and building up. He was the one who's more likely to go out and attack. Yeah, Zuffle does have, JB, excuse me, does have a lot of factory units back there, which is good. And now he's building the gnomes, it's good. So, and a reminder, guys, this is the only match we're showing, because whoever wins this match is actually the person who won the second match. For sure, it might have been there might have been 3 matches, I don't remember, but I do know whoever won this match was the winner of the best 2 out of 3. Which right now they're really even. Both sides. I mean, JB's doing really good, but as far as money goes, Zuffle is wrecking it. So if we're going to economy-wise, Zuffle definitely has the advantage. But JB's not doing bad, and he does have like pretty good defenses. There's a lot of splares. Now, that probably wasn't the best option to build flies right when there were splares nearby. We're going to see what happens, folks. It's pretty exciting that this is like, I've only seen there's 2 more minutes left in this match, and I'm just really curious to see what's going to happen. I was going to end this soon. Holy cow, Zuffle has like $160,000. Oh boy, and he's got so many gas cannons now. Oh boy, and gas cannons can reach so far, and gas cannons mixed with splares is a very deadly combination. And oh boy, this is intense. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we all know who's having the advantage right now. Even though JB doesn't look like he's near he's not near defeat yet. He's definitely isn't in a good spot with, like, just look at the map, guys. Splares are coming non-stop. He's trying to build some gas cannons to stop him, but it's too late. You gotta build the gas cannons early on. They're not an instant counter. They're more of a, you gotta set them up. So gas cannon, I'd say gas cannons and gnomes are probably require the most knowledge and skill to effectively use. Oh, there we go, guys. JB lost so many of his banks, and he hardly has any money left. Well, JB, now he's actually taking advantage. He's been offensive, and he's just building splare after splare and gnome after gnome. Oh, he's building a gnome, and there he's building more gnomes, and there's nothing JB can do. Those gnomes are just destroying everything he has, and now it's completely defenseless. You see how fast that went by, the power of gnomes, and Zuffle is the winner! He will progress to the next round. Team Peanut Butter wins! And there you have it, fellas. And dudes and dudettes, I guess. That was the match. What a great match. Unfortunately, we don't have the other one recorded, but Zuffle was the winner of that round. And he will progress to the semifinals. And there we will see who his competitor is. Is either going to be Dalinar 42 or Lennox. And that will be our next match for next time. Once again, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, download the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly on Facebook. And tell your friends about it too, and play it with your friends. It's a fun game. And also make sure to share this video with a friend. And remember everyone, video games can be for good. Till next time.